This is Weather 6000 coming to you with your severe weather outlook for May 27th, 2010. As you can see, I have my Namworth computer model set 12 hours in advance, which would put it through Thursday afternoon. And as you can see, a wide swath of 85 to 90 degree readings reach from portions of St. Louis, Missouri, down through Texas, into Louisiana, back through Atlanta, all the way up through Charlotte, North Carolina, into the Virginias, and up through Philadelphia and Baltimore, Maryland. Now, due to the excessive heating in those areas today, I would expect severe weather, especially in the areas that you see shaded in that light fuchsia color between Dallas and Austin, Texas. And you see a portion of Atlanta shaded in that barely, just north of Atlanta. So that area could be prone to severe weather today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the SB Cape, which would show you the instability in the atmosphere this afternoon. Like I mentioned, anywhere within these states that I just mentioned to you, other than going in depth about Dallas to Austin, there is a potential for severe weather within any of those areas today, and I will be watching that closely. Now, I'm going to show you your SB Cape through Thursday afternoon. Sorry about the delay here, but bear with me one moment. And I'm sorry for the phone ringing in the background there.
Call from Mangrove Shirley.
Now, as you can see, the SB Cape are very high, anywhere from Denver down to Denver, Colorado, through Wichita and Tulsa, Oklahoma. So even though the temperatures are not as high as I was mentioning in certain areas, again, some other areas will need to be watched for possible severe weather to break out. Now down into Texas, you see the SB Cape ranging from anywhere to 1,000 to 3,000 in a slim portion of Arlington, Texas. And as we go towards Dallas, the SB Cape does not look as impressive as I thought it would. But St. Louis, Missouri is kind of on the borderline with the SB Cape. But Memphis, Tennessee, if anything, is going to fire there today. Their SB Cape would sustain it for sure. Now moving to the trigger areas that I was talking about, in the Virginias to Philadelphia to Baltimore areas. In the Virginia areas, portions of the Virginias, you have your SB Cape values 15 to 2,000, and as you go up into Philadelphia and Baltimore, your reading in Philadelphia is around 1,500, but as you go up into Baltimore, the reading gets to be about 2,500. So there's a broad area of areas that will need to be watched today for potential of severe weather, and I will be keeping you informed today for sure. Now, one other note, I'm going to show you the surface dew points, and then closing out my information for this morning, I'm going to show you your severe weather index. Anywhere from just north of Omaha, Nebraska, down through Texas, the dew points range anywhere from 65 to maybe 70. Now, as we go into Detroit through Columbus, Ohio, their dew points are about the same reading. Now, as we go into the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Richmond, Virginia, your readings are anywhere from 65 to 70 this afternoon. So your dew points are fairly high, and if any severe weather was to break out, it could sustain itself and be able to survive this afternoon. So that will need to be watched. Now, one other thing that I would like to give you a look at before I end this afternoon is your severe weather index. And as you can see, not much severe weather is breaking out on this map as I suspected last night, because I was looking at the computer models last night, and there was not an indication of severe weather over many areas of the country. So this air mass today will just need to be watched and will need to be monitored. So this is Weather 6000 coming to you with your severe weather update. And as any information does come across that is warranted, I will be back with you with updates. This is Weather 6000 coming to you with your severe weather update.